Hello, children and my grandchildren. I was born 1894 in Adams County in Mississippi, one daughter of 6 to Dan and Ann O'Kelley on the farm. When I was about 6 years old, my father yielded to a plea of one of his brothers to come to the Delta where the land was fertile and farming was good, with Ann Smith and Anna O'Kelley. We were farmers. There were 10 children of us, 6 girls and 4 boys. My father had a brother who lived in the fertile land of the Delta and knew about its farming qualities. So we began to beg him to move up to the Delta, which after some persuasion he did. He chartered a boat named the John K. Speed, set sail for the Delta, and settled in and around the part called now Greenville, Mississippi, on a farm of about 175 acres, which lay about halfway between 2 cities, Leland and Greenville. This boat, mother and 8 kids, including his mother, all of his livestock, furniture, farming implements, sailed up the Mississippi River, I would say. It was about the year of 1900, as near as I can remember. The last 2 children of the 10 was born in the Delta. With our help and the help of hired day workers and sharecroppers, Papa was very much blessed of the Lord. We had to walk 2 miles either way to get to school, which was very hard on us with bad roads, especially in winter. Those were the only months school was open, so we could work on the farm. In fact, all children, when the weather was good. So by Papa's continued efforts, he got the Board of Education to establish a school very close to us. The teacher would come out Sundays and stay the entire week. Papa boarded her for $5 a week. She would go home on Fridays. She lived in the city of Greenville. She lived with her parents. My older sisters were going to school in Greenville by this time. Through my father's persistent efforts, he was made head of the school he set up by the school board of trustees to this new established school, and he was given permission to select 2 others to serve with him. He lived so far from Natchez, he operated a small country store. All of his non-perishable stock he brought with him to the Delta and opened a small store there on his rented farm. We later heard that the boat we came up on ran into a sand barge and was lost. I think somewhere near and around Vicksburg, Mississippi. In the hilly lands near and around Natchez, they had good well water. My mother's father was a well digger. Papa tried hard to get him to come up and bore us a well. He never came until he was near the end of this life and was physically unable to bore one. He died with us, also our grandmother, his wife, of whom I am named for, Sarah. I found out one day my father was taking me to Greenville to register in the city school. It was early fall. It was just to register only. I had to stay home. I had to come back home and pick cotton until we got most of it, or until the weather got too bad to pick. It was then as we passed my older sister in the field picking cotton, when she said to me, "Sarah, bring my promotion card." She was engaged to get married. Papa said to me, "What does she want with the promotion card?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "I always hoped one of my girls would teach." So I made up in my mind that I would do just that. I think I finished about the 7th grade in the city school. Then Papa sent me and my brother James to Oakwood. See this, Huntsville, Alabama. Completing the 8th grade, then I attended a short-term schooling in Natchez, Mississippi, and took the exam. I passed and taught for about 2 years at the school Papa set up. When time came for my 3rd exam, the colored man who had it in charge, as the head white man was so old, he was unable to carry on. So he put this colored man, Mr. Hall, in his place. He wrote me a card that I failed in spelling. I knew better. Spelling was one of my best subjects. The card was brought to me by my youngest sister in the field where we were digging potatoes or peanuts, or maybe both. Our dad was our overseer. He'd tell us what to do, then he would dress up, get on his best riding horse, and leave. And just as he rode up, I had the card in my hand and was crying. He asked, "What's wrong with her?" The others replied, "She just received a card from Mr. Hall that she failed in spelling." Papa was in and out of town often. He knew exactly what was going on. He knew this colored man, Hall, and had heard or been told of his tactics. He said to me, "I don't want to see nor hear of you being seen with Hall. Your living was made long before there ever was a Hall." And then he asked, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" I said, "Go to Natchez College, where my brother Charles is." So in due time, he took me there. I completed 8th grade, I guess what is now called high school. That old white superintendent died soon, putting Hall out of commission, and the next year I took the exam again and passed and taught in that same school until I married the man, Inman Page Darris. We have been married 54 years, and we have 7 children and 22 grandchildren and 3 great-grands. That's all. Hello, children and my grand.